Hi, I'm Holly. Hi, I'm...
Yes, she is.
And welcome to Ask Mom.
You're welcome.
So today's topic is, how do I ask my mom? And most often I get that, every week I get asked this question. And it's sometimes, how do I ask my mom if I can use tampons?
How do I ask my mom if I want to kiss my boyfriend?
No, I've never been asked that.
Oh, no?
No.
Okay.
How do I ask my mom for supplies? How do I ask my mom? I don't know. There's always something. My mom isn't going to like it. My mom isn't going to want me to. I'm afraid to ask it. I'm scared. So how do I ask it? Okay, we live in an age now where it's no longer that you got to walk up to mom and say, Mom, and have the whole conversation, right? Technology. She's got a phone. You've got a phone. Text her. So you can text her, you can email, you can write a note, or you can talk to her in person. 4 ways that you can communicate with your mom or any other adult in your life that you need to ask a question about.
What if your mom is a yeller?
Then I would ask her, I would write a note, first of all, so I don't have to hear the yelling, and then I would say, please write me back. Or take some time to think about it and let me know what you think. You know, you've got to, when you approach her, it needs to be, keep it simple. Don't go, lots of emotion. Don't do like many, like a page on why you want a tampon. Just very simple, be specific.
And do it at a time when she's not busy.
Yes. State your feelings. So you don't need to go into, again, a page long of your feelings, but maybe you want to use tampons because you're in ballet class and you're mortified at the fact you have to wear a pad with your leotard. Or you're in swimming, or you're getting ready to go swimming and your period started and you need to be able to use tampons. So state why. So they don't just think out of the blue all of a sudden she wants to use tampons, what's up with it? And maybe you have a mom that never used tampons.
Right, like me.
So,
I use them.
Right. So keep it simple, be specific, state your feelings, and ask for a specific response. Don't leave it out there. So I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so say you want to use tampons. Mom?
I would like to use tampons, Mom.
I'm assuming that if they are writing us, they don't have the courage to go tell their mom
That's
in person.
True.
So if you do, great. And this could be a chance where you role play and you think about it. But if you're going to write something, I would write something like this. Mom, I feel embarrassed talking about this, so I'm writing to you to ask for help. I would really like to start using tampons. I feel like it would help me feel better while playing sports. I'm about to start my period again and would really appreciate if you could buy me a box of regular tampons. If you want to talk about this with me, could you please do so in private? I'm not ready for other people to know. Thanks for your help. Sign your name so she knows she's not talking to your brother. I don't know.
Or you could write something like this. Dear Mom, I would like to use tampons so I don't bleed outside my pad. It's very embarrassing. Please help me.
You could write that. It's just that simple, okay? Or you could pull her aside and have the conversation yourself and here's some words to guide you. For the most part, your mom is going to understand. She has a period.
And I just want to say, too, that don't assume that your mom's going to react a certain way. So don't assume that she's going to be mad or, just get the question out there. Parents want dialogue.
Right.
Unless your mom's always telling you to shut up. Then clearly she doesn't want dialogue and find an adult that does. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
So that's what I would recommend. If you're too shy to ask in person, ask in one of the other ways. Text, email, note. If you feel like you really do want to ask in person, that's how you do it. Just the way that I gave you the example. And fill in the blank. If it's not tampons, it's something else.
If you want to ask your parents that without writing it down, but just face-to-face, ask them. And they kind of are like taken back. I think a great way to respond to that, if you see that they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know they were going to ask this right now, is to say, can you just think about it? And when you're ready to answer me, can you just let me know? Because they might want to chew, whatever it is you're asking, they might want to chew on it a little bit to get the right answer and not blurt out something that's just an emotional thing for them.
Yeah. So, and sometimes they might say no right off the bat, but not know why. They might just be like, no. And so you could, instead of getting emotional about it, thinking, but I really thought about this, it was so hard for me to come to you, you could just step back and you could say, I can see that's what you really want to say right now. It's really important to me. I hope you'll think about it.
And that's what we're in writing it down is good, because then your parent can read it, what you've just written to them, and they can just really have time to think about it or discuss it with a good friend and then get back to you.
So we have a couple of other videos you can go to. One, how to talk about tough topics with an adult. And you can find that best on our channel. But that one really goes into depth about, working on a relationship with an adult in your life where you can have these conversations where it's not nearly as uncomfortable. So if you've had a hard time connecting with your mom lately, that's not uncommon in the teen years. And so I give some suggestions. We both give some suggestions on how to establish a better relationship. And then the other is, we have one specifically called How to Ask If You Can Use a Tampon. So you can type in that into our channel. Just type in tampons. I bet they'll all come up.
Holly, how do you get to our channel?
So if you look at any of our videos on YouTube, there'll be a little highlighted Life Laugh Latte. It's like a blue color, I think, up above or maybe slightly below the video. It probably depends on how it comes on your screen. And if you click on that, it automatically takes you to our channel, which is called Life Laugh Latte, even though we call ourselves Ask Mom for you guys. And so then you'll have only our videos. We have 150 or something videos on there. And
we're busy.
And we're totally busy. And there's a little search engine at the top where then it'll say search, and you can just type in there tampon, and all the videos will come up. Or parents, and all the videos related to conflict or, things parents want to talk to their kids about are all right there. So we hope that helps. If you have more questions, feel free to write us here or on our email. That would be good. We get them all the time, so we can answer yours too.
Don't feel embarrassed to ask. Please ask away.
Yes, please do. And sometimes practicing on us is a good way too. So if you're just not sure how to ask, you could always say, what if I asked like this? And we could read it and go, oh, that sounds great. That's a great idea.
Or we can just type in no right away.
And then you'll be used to the negative criticism, and then
you know not to ask that question to your parent. I think that's a great idea. I'm Charisse.
And I'm Holly. Thanks for tuning in.